Here we go, lads.
Yeah, good.
Good, mate. Good, mate. Welcome, Jared.
Thank you.
Long awaited arrival, mate.
Yeah.
Like they never did manage to squeeze you onto the
No,
onto
they
the old one
didn't.
last year, did they? So
Yeah.
That's all right, man.
Especially when I was having a winning season too.
yeah,
I never got on.
don't worry, mate. You're in good company here.
We'll get you on here, mate.
But change the drink of choice this week too, lads.
Is that drowning your sorrows after all this
Um,
shit that's going on with your team, mate, or what?
no, fuck me team actually. To be
Fuck
honest.
your team. Okay, fair enough.
I'm pretty sure Jared's got a similar thought too.
Oh yeah.
There you go. You boys are going on fire.
Man. At least Jared's real life NFL team is making it
Yeah.
worthwhile watching the sport.
Yes.
Yeah, half his luck.
Like, it's hard to tell which one's worse, my fantasy team or the fucking real life one. So,
Yeah.
so you need something to level it out. So,
Yeah, well, it's my fantasy team that sort of keeps me going at the moment.
yeah, no, you
Not
guys
much-
are pretty
it's not much
rooted
fun
too.
watching Colts.
No. Well,
So I'm glad I've got one win because if I had zero the whole season, I wouldn't be able to live
Well-
that down.
you got that like week 2, didn't you?
Yeah. So
That
after
was against
week two,
was that against Robbie.
I think so, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got like 440 something.
Yeah,
I
we
think
had
it's 470 or something.
Yeah, we had a pretty high scoring game against each other too, I think, off
Yeah.
memory. But yeah, it's
I thought I was going to have a half alright season after week 2, but then
just
it
gone shit since then.
Well,
Yeah.
that's it. You only just lost to me in week 1 by only, what, 10
Well,
points or
yeah,
something, wasn't it?
because I had A-Rod and Garrett Wilson left to play to
Yeah.
beat you, but then obviously A-Rod went
Went
down
down
in the
Monday
third
night,
play
yeah.
of the game.
And then as soon as A-Rod goes down, Wilson's fucked. So
But
Yeah.
Wilson has sort of been producing.
been alright.
Now with bloody Wilson playing for a little bit, but that first game
not-
was just fucking horrendous.
it's nowhere near where he would have been though.
Nah.
His production would have been way higher.
I was expecting probably like 20 plus points for each of those in that game, but then yeah, obviously it went downhill real fast.
Mm.
Well, that's the luck of it, isn't it?
Oh, it's fantasy football.
Injuries and
Yeah, man. I think I'm up to. I think I could have actually had about 7 players on IR as of this week, but I just decided to cut one of them too. So
seen that.
and that's what it is, man. So you can't control the injury, so you just got to try and hope you got some depth there to cover them.
Yeah.
And most of us don't.
As the old boy says, I could have picked Lamar or Allen, but it still wouldn't have changed the outcome of where I am by even picking one of them before.
There's probably one player that I was on the fence with. If I'd have gone the other way, I'd be in a better position now.
Yeah.
And that was Tyreek.
Yeah.
If I'd taken Tyreek over Bijan, I'd be better off. But you know what? Shit happens.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't change it now. So, normally we do a bit of other stuff first, but since you never got a chance to do this on the old one, what made you get into watching Gridiron?
To be honest, I don't remember how it initially started, but I think it's probably more when I met Jacob and that they were right into it. I always had sort of watched it, but and I think that sort of got me more into it. And then obviously Primetime was like the first real fantasy. Obviously I had the NFL mobile at one, but it's definitely nothing compared to what you guys were doing. And then that's when I was teamed up with Darcy, and
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that got me
back in the
that got me right into it.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yep.
But
why the Ravens?
Ray Lewis. Just,
oh, right. Didn't mind murderers.
Yeah. Good footy, good player.
He's one of the best linebackers to ever play the game.
So how long have you had these answers, mate? Waiting for
probably
12
been
months?
storing these up for a while.
Be 12 months, would it?
Man, I wish I kept receipts of all the stuff I wanted to say, but it's hard to give out the shit now when I'm sitting at the bottom of the ladder with a 1-15 record.
Yeah, that's it.
It doesn't stop your chat.
Oh yeah, 100%. It will never stop my chat. I always love to throw banter no matter what.
Yes.
That's it. Band is good, but yeah, there is a point.
So was there ever a second team that you might have had a soft spot for?
The Browns are my
If
soft
it's
spot.
yeah, they're probably mine too.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, they're not a bad team either, which is pretty funny being the Browns. Like, so did the Ravens were always around when you started
Yeah.
watching, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, see, I remember they're no Ravens and they were the Browns.
Yeah.
It's, yeah,
Yeah, I don't know why it was the Browns, but
yeah, no, it's
I
pretty
always
funny.
just got on the bandwagon, I think, when they were sort of going good, and I was like, oh, it'd be good to see a shitter team go far, and then, yeah.
Mate, that fan base, they're extremely supportive fan base for not much return.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since any Browns teams had any success, really. You probably pretty much go back to Jim Brown playing. So,
But yeah, I'm more probably on the Dolphins train at the
Yeah, I
moment.
know.
I got a soft spot for them because I tipped them against the Chiefs, and I have tipped them against the Bills this week as well. So.
Chiefs this week?
Yeah,
Bills
Chiefs.
is it
Chiefs this week.
Yeah. I think
Yep,
it is Chiefs this week.
week.
And
Yeah,
Bills are coming up. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well,
In Germany or London, isn't it?
What?
The Chiefs and the Dolphins, I think.
Oh, there is. Yeah, it could
I
be the
think that
game.
could be.
Yeah, it's in the
Yes.
game. It could be the game in. Is it Frankfurt?
Yeah, it might be that team.
Not
Yep.
sure. Yeah.
Oh,
I
they
must
might
admit, I
have
haven't looked
played
at the
the
schedule.
Bills already, have they?
They have, but
Yeah.
they'll play them again.
Yeah,
it's
right.
it's
Yeah, well,
in the next.
I tipped
in the
them for
division.
that one.
I've done my tips for the next 6 weeks, so it's
Yeah.
somewhere in the next 6 weeks. So.
Yeah. I think that this week was pretty tough for matchups, I think.
Yeah, so you're actually trying to
Yeah.
get results. So
Yeah.
don't care.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm at the top. I'm at the top.
I see you had a massive week last
Yeah,
week. You and Paddy.
Yeah,
both
the
had.
Chiefs really fucked us over there, but
It's always good to see
almost
the.
a perfect week.
It's always good to see the Chiefs lose.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I liked it that they lost, mate. If you had a multi riding on that last leg,
Hey,
like,
mate, speaking
spewing.
of the Dolphins and the Chiefs, I seen something come across. It was a meme the other day on Facebook, and it had Tua and Kelsey and Taylor Swift, and it said that when the Dolphins beat the Chiefs,
Oh yeah.
it's not the only thing that they're going to walk away with. That's got
They had
Swift.
Taylor walking off with Tua.
And it's got a picture of Kelsey just sort of hunched over crying. It's like, I thought that was a classic.
She wasn't at the Broncos game. That's why they're saying they lost, because Kelsey only.
It was the deal there.
Taylor Swift wasn't there.
Yeah.
Watching him. So.
Yeah.
Must have had her own
Just
concert on.
Yeah, she might have something on.
Yeah.
Couldn't squeeze it in. Was that wasn't in Kansas City, was it?
I don't think it was.
No, I don't think it was.
Who beat him? I can't even remember. Who beat him.
Denver.
Russ.
Nah, it was that was at Milo or
Russ was
whatever
cooking
the heck they're cooking turds. That's about all he has cooked for a while. Just trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to ask you. Disappointed, obviously,
Oh
with
yeah.
how the season's gone.
The thing is, I can still I've got a chance of the tight bowl, even though
tight.
I'm at 1 at 15. You never know. Still possibility for that trophy.
Oh, that's it, mate.
That other little fella's still not a bad looking trophy to have your name
that's
on.
it.
So even worst case, if you end up on Titanic Bowl, it's definitely not the worst place you could end up.
That's it.
I'm trying to get my head adjusted around that fact right now. So when I'm running out Tyson Badgett for starting quarterback for the back again. Don't know what happened there. Screen just blew up.
Righto, yeah, as I was saying, we've got 6 weeks left
Oh.
till the playoffs. I've just done a rundown. I've just started with division standings, so we'll see how we go.
Yep.
Well, we got Akron. Their games 9 through 14. They've got Green Bay, Canton Bulldogs, Staten Island Stapletons, the Canton Bulldogs again, Buffalo, and they finish with Miami.
That's a bit of a strong
that's
matchup that whole way through.
So who was that for? That was Providence.
That's
that was
Akron.
That was
That's Joey's team. Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
obviously the weak link at the very end is me, but other than that, I think that's a tough
it's
road home.
it's not easy.
No, well, what
I
is
think
it?
you got him
Well, Paddy's first. Paddy's can produce.
Oh,
Hit and miss sometimes.
Yeah, the problem is he scored last week, so
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll score again this week.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. I've
Jake's team's scoring pretty well.
yeah,
And he's still got 2 games against him.
Yeah, well, that's it. He's got low scoring teams though with Jake, and he's winning. So I think
Jake?
Joey, yeah, I think Joey.
Jake's team's been scoring pretty well the last few weeks, though.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
I reckon he can go at least 10 wins, 12 wins if he's.
So you
Kind of just depends on
good.
if any of them have buys too against each other.
Yeah,
well,
that's it.
Week 13's a pretty savage week for boys. I know it is.
So if he goes through undefeated like he has been kicking ass lately,
Yep.
he can end up with a 25-3 record, and that's highly impressive for what.
I don't think that'll happen.
No, well, that's it, mate.
Be impressive, but yeah.
Yeah. That would be extraordinary if he went on that sort of run.
Yep. Well, I basically got him. I reckon the lowest he'll go is 22
No way.
and 6. So that's 9 more wins.
Yeah, all right.
That's it. Yep. I got Providence. They're on 12-4.
Yep.
Their run home is Miami, New Orleans, Buffalo, Green Bay, Canton Bulldogs, Staten Island Stapletons, and I've actually got them the same as I think they can get at least 10 wins also to come home with. Well, they've got Miami. No offense, mate. Should be 2-0 with that one, the way they've been going.
You never know.
New Orleans, a tough matchup.
Yeah, will be.
Buffalo, I mean, I don't hold much hope with what's happened. I might scrape in 1 win out of that, but I dare say if they beat me, they'll get to 2. Paddy, Green Bay, Jake, yeah. Then you to finish off the.
I might have a quarterback back by then.
You could do, Petey. But yeah, I reckon they can go.
What week's that? That's week 14. I should have something surely by then.
Yeah, I reckon they'll end up with about a 22-win season.
When I was looking at what you did, I was thinking they might finish probably. What we say? How many games was left? 6.
There's 12. Yeah.
12 possible
12
wins.
possible wins.
I was thinking maybe 6-6, maybe 8-4. Sorry, yeah, 6-6, 8-4 sort of area.
Yeah, right.
For a run.
So you're pretty much saying 20 win season.
Yeah, that 20-win season, yeah.
Yeah, right.
And I'm pretty sure if you offered a 20-win season to any one of us, every
Take
single
it.
one of us would take it. So 18, 20 wins, I said that'll get you in the playoffs. So
yeah, well, I've got
after that, it's all up to the gods.
That's Jake next.
Right.
He's got Philly on the run home. Then he's got Akron Pros, Green Bay, Akron Pros again, Providence, and Buffalo to finish off with. Yeah, I reckon he can have a 8 win out of that. 6 to 8 wins.
Yeah,
that'll
probably.
give him.
What's he on now?
He's on 11-5.
Yeah.
So you give him
up around that 17 to 18.
17, 19 win season. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Buffalo at 7-9. I got Chicago this week. Then I got Pete, the Staten Islands next week. Got Providence the week after. Then I'm down to Miami. And then I got Joey, Akron Pros. And then I got Jake to finish off with the Canton Bulldogs. So, I mean, I'm thinking maybe a 6 to 8 win out of that, possibly, if I can do it. Just need to scrape in a couple of those 1 win.
I don't want to be the dickhead or the arsehole.
Yeah. Well, that's it, mate.
But I'd probably put you down between 4 and 6 wins. Through there. Yep. So what would that put? That'd put you on 13 wins.
Well, the best I get, if I get 7, if I can get 7, I can basically go 500, 14-14. And I'd be happy with that. After the shit show of the first few.
I'd put you down around 12 to 13.
But in saying that, it only takes a couple of those top teams to lose a couple of top players to injuries.
Yeah.
Everything.
Oh, that's it, mate. That's it.
You got, or if you lose quarterback.
Yeah, that's exactly.
You're
right.
fucked.
Oh, definitely.
Unless you're like Paddy playing the 1 QB the whole way, when he could be playing his man bloody Baker Mayfield, who's throwing up all those points.
If Pat loses Dak,
yeah,
he's down to Baker. That's it. Actually no, he's got Kyler, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, he does too.
Yeah.
Actually,
And Kyler will probably start playing soon. So.
take 3.
Part 3.
And we're back.
We're gonna have 3 videos here
Sorry,
today, lads.
Bruce.
Righto, boys. So yeah, as I was saying, Staten Island Stapletons, they've got New Orleans, Buffalo, Akron Pros, Philly, Chicago, and Providence to finish off. It's a few tough games in there, Pete.
Everything's a tough game in this league, man.
I had you down for about 3 or 4 wins out of those.
Yeah.
Might sneak a couple of high score ones
Oh, who knows, man?
and
Might sneak some wins.
finishing off with a 9 or 10 win season.
I don't know. We'll see what happens, man.
Well, that's it. As you say, if you get a quarterback back, we might be able to do something.
I'm not holding my breath.
No. Now we're back into the active NFL teams now. We got New Orleans 12-4. They've got Staten Island this week, Providence the week after.
I'm up against Spirit this week, am I?
You are.
Yeah, you're right.
Philly, Chicago, Miami, and Green Bay to finish off. I've actually got him down for about 9 or 10 wins.
Yeah, look, Spirit scores pretty consistently every week.
You can almost definitely see that. He's got you. Your team's doing
got-
crap as well. There's me and
Old
the old
boy
boy as well. There's probably
and
6
Paddy.
wins almost guaranteed there.
Probably, I probably go between 8 and 10. So, yeah.
And he could end up with a, 22, 21 win season.
Yep.
Philly Eagles next at 7-9.
Yep.
And they've got Jake's Canton Bulldogs this week, Miami next week, then New Orleans, then Staten Island, Green Bay, Chicago to finish off. There's probably, I've got him down for about 6 or 8 wins out of that.
Yeah, probably around 6-ish, I'd say.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
So he could end up with a between 13 and 15 win season.
Yep.
And second in the division at least, and that's not too bad.
Yep.
Green Bay, Paddy, 6-10. The Pros this week, Chicago the next week, Canton Bulldogs, Providence, Philly, and New Orleans to finish off. I've got him down for about 1 or 2 wins out of that. There's some tough matchups there.
He'll win more than that.
Well, maybe. He's got the old boy in Chicago, but then he's up against Jake.
No, his team's got 2 high scoring potential.
Yeah.
JJ will be back. I don't know who the hell's throwing him. Oh, that's right, Dobbs.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I don't know who's throwing him the ball, but
yeah.
he'll Paddy will win more games than that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hope he does.
Yeah.
Chicago, they got Buffalo this week with me, Green Bay, Miami, New Orleans, Staten Island, Philly,
Who are we talking about here?
Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
They're at 5-11.
Tough games ahead as well.
Man, I got no idea what the deal is with this team. It's better. It's a better team than that on paper. It
Yeah.
just, I don't
It
know.
looks better. It's just not performing, isn't it?
Well, the bench is. I mean, at some point, you sit there and just say to yourself, "Yeah, well, maybe my studs aren't my studs anymore." Just mix
Yeah.
it up and try a few different starters. I don't know. I know it would be hard if you're sitting there with Trevor Lawrence on your team to bench him, but I don't think his points. I know he scored huge points in any single game this season.
There's been a few weeks there he's been terrible.
Well, I don't know if he's been terrible, but the team around him certainly hasn't helped.
Which reflects in his point scoring.
Where are we?
So what has he scored this
Oh, I'm just having a look. So Taylor's highest scoring game this season is 27 points.
Okay.
But he's scoring about that 20. Jesus. around that 20 to 27 point range pretty much weekly. But if you're able to pick matchups, like Sam Howell's had some enormous games, but he has some fucking atrocious games to go with it. It's friggin' hard, man. I don't know.
But even Dobbsy there when he was sprouting off about him, he was scoring a few points.
Yep. I mean, on the season, Trevor Lawrence has scored 178 points, and on the season, Sam Howell scored nearly 200 points. And I don't know if Matt has. He's never used him as starter on any single week. But and that's where his potential points are going. It's hard. It's not easy, man. I said, how the fuck do you sit there and bench Trevor Lawrence for Sam Howell?
Well, that's it.
On any given week.
That's it.
But
yeah, I've got him down to scraping about 2 to 3 wins, maybe. So he could end up with an 8-win season, 8-20 or 7-21, around about.
I'll say this: I think there'll be a lot more teams around that 10 to 12 win mark than what you've got sitting there at the moment.
That's all right. We'll keep this.
I can see this turning into a complete bitch fight on the way home, to be honest. So.
Righto. Now, Miami sitting at 1-13. They've got the Pros this week. They've got Philly the next week. And then Chicago, which they might scrape in a bit of a win. Buffalo, New Orleans, and then the Pros to finish off.
Jeez, man.
They got Providence this week, sorry.
That's a shocking run home.
Yeah, that's a tough run. Tough run. Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
Tough to get off the bottom of the ladder.
If you get back into playoff contention through that, you've deserved it anyway. So,
mate, I've got you down for 1 or 2 wins. You might scrape in a couple of high scores.
With another win, I'm telling you.
And you may beat.
Well, a nice head-to-head win would be nice, wouldn't
it? Yeah. I will actually be that excited when I get that second win, and whoever I beat is going to be getting roasted from me because I'm the shittest team.
All right, mate. Well, I'm hoping it's not me in week 12.
Anything is possible.
Yeah,
it's definitely in this game anyway.
Yeah.
So you could end up with a 3-win season. So a bit of luck.
Who have you got making the playoffs on your little prediction there?
Making the playoffs on the prediction.
So this is the Titan Bowl playoffs.
That'll be You've got Joey, Providence, Akron, Providence, Canton, and you've got New Orleans, Philly, or me.
Yeah.
So there's your. So you've got possibly 4 out of our division.
Yep.
And the 2 highest in the active division of Robbie and Spirit.
Yep.
And then the 4 for the last team is Green Bay, Chicago, Miami, and yourself, Staten Island.
Yep. All
right. I'm thinking I can scrape in with a bit of luck.
Anything's possible. All right, let's do this week's games. Just in case Jared's got to run off.
Yep.
All right. Supposedly, the game of the week this week is the Canton Bulldogs at the Philadelphia Eagles. Probably 2 pretty tough teams.
Yeah, well, with the performance of Jakey's team at the moment, I think I'd hand it to his team, but
probably
Robbie's can produce as well, but just the form Jakey's in.
Robbie's defense has been a little bit quiet.
Yeah.
His safeties are still scoring pretty well. It's the defensive line that's cooled off on him, unfortunately, and I think TJ Watt's been barely scraping into double figures of late. So, and how do you bench him?
Yeah,
because I'm guaranteeing the week you freaking bench him, he scores 60.
That's it.
Because he's got that 4-sack potential in him. So,
And that's the problem, isn't it? You don't know when they're just
For
gonna
Robbie,
go.
I think Matt Stafford's probably on the fence on whether he plays this week. I don't think I don't think he's practiced yet. So
Yeah, that looked nasty. That I actually saw that where he's thrown the ball and hit
least-
the thumb.
at least he can still play.
Yeah.
He might miss a week. Not practicing Wednesday. Day to day, they're saying generally the report that comes out Friday in America, Thursday, Saturday here is where you're probably going to find out whether they're going to play or not.
Yeah.
Look, they're both good, solid teams. Who are they playing? I get Robbie. I'm gonna give Robbie a
plug.
Give Robbie a win. Give him throw a dog a bone.
Okay. Well, in the kiss of death, I've gone for Jake's Canton Bulldogs.
Yep.
I know. Next
So,
game.
Stapleton's up against the New Orleans Saints. Spirit's ticking over pretty consistently every week, mate. So, Fantasy Sharks has actually got it a pretty close matchup. So, but I don't know. I don't think Spirit's submitted any form of a lineup either. So,
That's right. You said you've submitted a lineup.
I've submitted a lineup, whether it's the one that happens on the weekend or not. It's two different things.
Have a look, see what he has got.
He's got a couple. He's got a couple.
George Kittle on a bye.
Yep.
Ayuk's on a bye.
Well, I think he's got Taysom Hill on his bench, and they're playing the Bears, so
Yeah.
probably score a few.
Yeah.
Jags are on a bye too, aren't they? So
I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I haven't even looked at the buys this week, to be honest. Look, it's got the potential to be a close game, but my lack of quarterbacks just
can't see it happening, mate. Though.
makes it near impossible. All I want to see this week is that dickhead coach in Atlanta actually give Bijan 20 touches.
Yeah.
Arthur Smith is an absolute wanker. I don't know what the deal is. I think Bijan had 12 touches or something last week and
That's ridiculous.
60 yards or something on 12 touches. It's just
He's got the talent. Give him the ball.
That's it, eh?
Why use the draft capital if you're not going to use him? There was a play there. They were inside the 5. Bijan got him inside the 5. He takes Bijan off the field, puts Johnny Smith in the backfield to throw a pass. It's just, what are you doing? We're trying to reinvent the wheel here, or
just run it in, mate.
Just hand it off, or throw a jump ball.
First and goal at the 5?
Yeah.
Oh,
hand it off.
You've got 3 shots, just plough it in.
Funnily enough, I don't think they scored a touchdown either.
No.
Just
plough it in.
You're either handing the ball off to him, or throw a pass, a high jump ball type pass to Kyle Pitts or Drake London. Like you've spent all this draft capital on all these players.
Yeah.
And you want to use scrubs that other teams didn't want anyway. So I think he's trying to outsmart himself a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, Spirit will win.
Yeah, I'm going for Spirit.
All right, Buffalo All-Americans against the Chicago Bears. Matt has not set a lineup. When you see 2 quarterbacks sitting there with zeros beside their name, he definitely hasn't set a lineup.
Are Detroit actually on a bike? Or have they had theirs?
I've got no idea who's on bye this week, man. They must be. Yeah, I think they are this week. No, hang on. I'll tell you in a sec.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are.
Jaguars.
Yeah, there it is. I was just looking for
Broncos.
gives. Like anyone that's showing a 0 will be on a bye pretty much. So, yeah. Yeah, so you probably cop a little bit of stick there on buys, mate. I would say I'm going to lean to the Bears pinching a win here. You probably don't like the sound of that, but
I don't.
no. But I don't get much
I
right
don't,
either.
'cause
So.
I think I can. I think I can.
I just like to
sneak
stir things
out
up
a
a bit.
win with the stuff that I've got sitting on the bench. So
Possibly.
I mean, I've got Pacheco that I could replace Gibbs with.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your favourite quarterback, Daniel Jones, is back this week too.
Is he?
Yeah.
Any dimes?
Yeah, well, he can still sit there.
I don't know why.
He should get stuffed.
Yeah, no, I'm going to lean to the Bears, actually, maybe getting
Okay.
their season on track this week.
Well, that might be one of the wins that he actually sneaks back, eh?
Yeah. What have you got? You got yourself winning?
Yeah, mate, I do. I got Buffalo.
Any opinions, Jared?
Oh, I don't know. I just know that I've got some good players on buys this week against
Are
the
you
brothers,
looking
so,
at it now, have you?
Yeah.
I'm
I've
just
got
about to
Purdy
get.
and Ridley on buys, which is not
I'm
great because
just about to look at your team here now.
I don't have much depth to back it up.
Yeah, look. What are the? Oh shit! Wrong button. So, Dolphins up against the Steamrollers. I think you might be in a bit of strife here, mate, actually.
Yes.
Just looking at their starting lineup, and they are not missing anyone on offense, so you don't get any relief there.
That's just perfect for me, then, isn't it?
Definitely a Providence victory.
I don't want to say that. I hate saying it's definitely going to happen, but it doesn't look great.
Not at all.
Yeah, no, sorry, man. Providence wins.
There's really nothing you can say.
Definitely not the week you want to be having buys on, that's for sure.
No. All right, last one. Akron up against Green Bay.
Can you go past Joey?
Well, you can, and I will.
Are you going to go Paddy?
I'm going to throw Paddy a bone this week.
Are you?
I'm going to say he's going to win, and he's going to go 2-0.
Ooh. But he scored last week, remember? As
Yeah.
you just said before.
No,
So do you reckon he's going to set a lineup efficient enough to...
Well, he's put 2 quarterbacks in this week.
Okay.
Oh.
He's thrown Baker into the lineup. I'm not sure what their matchup is. Who are the Bucks playing?
The Bucks.
Texans. These been alright. Who are the Chargers playing? Against the Jets. Jets. That's pretty tough D too, actually. No, stuff it. I'll go with Paddy here. I think Joey's team's it is due for a bad week.
Okay.
Whether this is the week or not, I don't know. But yeah, no, I'm happy to go Paddy.
Righto.
An opinion on that one, mate?
No, I think Paddy's team definitely can win it, but I think Joey's team is still
Paddy's team's just inconsistent. You don't know what you're getting, so. Even though Khalil might come out and get another one of them 100-point games. He's got him in the lineup this time, so.
Okay.
I think that's the end of it.
Righto, just to recap. For the Kiss of Death, we've got Canton Bulldogs, Buffalo All-Americans, Providence Steamrollers, New Orleans Saints, and the Akron Pros. So it's 4 out of the...
We got a few different.
So 4 out of the 5 of the defunct teams.
Mixing it up a little bit this week.
Yes, you are.
It's time for the league to be mixed up a bit, I think.
Yeah.
Throw it on its head. Bets.
So what do we got last to first, mate?
I haven't got any bets on yet.
No bets?
I've just
anything you like the look of that you haven't looked at anything?
I haven't had any luck of late of the bets I've put on, so
it's probably better off not sharing them.
Yeah. I'll still share them when I put them on. Feeling lots of TDs this week with all those QBs.
Apparently.
QBs.
I'll tell you what, I don't know what the over is on the Bears game, but just take it. Because the Saints are going to score plenty.
Yeah.
Well, I just had a 6-leg head-to-header. as I usually do.
Yep.
I've actually taken the Chiefs to beat Miami.
It's usually 7 leagues, actually.
Yeah, no, mate. Texans to beat the Bucks.
Didn't want to do 7 again.
No, mate. I've actually got the Browns to beat the Cardinals.
You're making that sound like it's a miracle that you're taking the Browns to beat the Cardinals.
Well,
The Browns would be the favourites.
yeah, they are, but they got nothing. They got their quarterback. They got bloody.
I wouldn't say they got nothing.
No, they're not.
That's a damn good team away
they
from
have- yeah, they
away
do
from the
that.
lack of quarterback.
Well, that they do.
Have they replaced PJ this week?
Don't think so.
No, don't think so.
And I've taken the Ravens to beat the Seahawks. I have taken the Colts to beat the Panthers. Don't let me down, boys, for fuck's sake.
Where are the Ravens playing? Is that at Baltimore?
No, where we are
At
this
Baltimore, it's
Is
here.
that Baltimore? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the Seahawks, they're a strange team. They never look like they're playing great, but they just seem to scrap out wins.
Yeah, consistent little buddy. They're nothing special, is it?
They didn't play well against. I thought Cleveland were much better than them last week, and then PJ Walker just throws one of the most obscene picks that you'll ever see, and just throws them straight back into the game. I don't think they win the game otherwise. So.
Yeah.
And the last one I've taken is Philly to beat Dallas. And that come out.
Dallas generally don't win big games.
Yeah, that come out at 12.84, so I powered that up to $15 and just threw 15 on it. If it gets up, it gets up. If it doesn't, then
Let me have a quick
just the usual week.
Yep.
look.
There's always something that seems to let me down, eh? It's like, you're kidding.
So, for the record, I would take the over on the Bears game. If you're looking for something to kick a multi off. And it's under that. What's it under? Oh, there it is. Total match points. 41 points.
Okay. Who are they playing again?
Saints. The Saints might score the 41 by themselves.
Well, they get 38 the other day against the Colts, so.
So I'd say that's a pretty good over bet. I didn't have a look to see what that was paying actually. Total points, it's $1.90 each way, so 41 points plus 41.
Fair enough.
I'd be happy to take the over on that
I'll
one.
have to have a look at that.
Might be a good way to kick off a multi for somebody.
Yeah.
Might do a couple of over and unders.
Yep.
Righto.
Anything else?
I don't think that's
I think that's it.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on, mate.
No worries.
good to be finally on a podcast.
Yeah, anytime.
Even if it is going to be broken up into 3.
Hopefully the next one I'm actually at the top of the table or something.
Well, I would like to do something at the end of heading into the playoffs, which I'm sure Jake and Joey would like to do.
Yeah.
If once they get their podcast back up and running again.
Yeah.
And at least try and get the owners of the teams facing off in the most important games of the week. Try and get at least a set of them on. Maybe we can get one set on this one and one set on the other one.
Yep.
So,
Wasn't the old boy trying to get Jake and Joey to do the podcast this Harvey or something?
I don't know, mate.
When he was only getting back into town
Or maybe
sometime today.
I did see Joey putting up something about Potty the Savo. Maybe he was possibly saying they were doing one this afternoon. I don't know. Maybe I misunderstood.
That's it, mate.
Anyway.
If I leave that chat for a while, I got to scroll through pages and pages of just
it was
other
nuts.
shit
It was
that's
nuts at
spoken.
points there today.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Righto.
Once
Thanks
again,
for coming on, mate.
and,
No worries.
yeah. Good luck the
Next
rest.
time.
Good luck the rest of the way. Hopefully your
I'm gonna
fortunes
need
change.
it.
Just for morale, man.
Yeah.
So trust me, I might not have your record, but I know what it's like.
Yeah.
It's pretty shit when you're going into games each week thinking I've got no fucking chance.
Yeah.
So,
Just looking at that there, we might have to change Miami's position on the board.
hey, we're not.
And,
Where is he?
He's third.
Might not. Who knows?
Definitely you and I'll be sliding back down them.
There is a long way to go.
Oh,
There
yes,
is.
that is true.
Alrighty,
Righto, lads.
catch us next week.
See you,
Eh?
mate.
Yeah.